I'm Belinda Womack, and welcome to Ascending into Freedom with the 12 Archangels of the Central Sun. This episode, little mini teaching from the angels, is about meditation. Their tools for meditating, yes, but how to stay in that meditative state of mind, meaning a peaceful mind, a clear mind, grounded and centered. So where do the angels recommend that we begin? Well, they say that truly you want to move that ego into alignment with your higher self. And you want to do that throughout the day. The easiest way to do that, it's not a special meditation technique, it's really just using intention, is that you say, I surrender the will of my ego. I surrender it to the highest vibrational will of my soul. And you will hear the 12 archangels remind all of us to do this throughout the day. Just making the statement, what it does is it takes the vibration of ego, that's the part of us that can be distracted by fear, that can worry about the future, get stuck in the past, get lost in details. Well, it takes that ego and it brings it into alignment with soul, which is the higher self, the part of us that can really support us and take care of us. Because what's so easy to forget about being human being is that schoolroom earth, well, it's a school, and we are here to learn to choose love. And so our soul, together with our subconscious and just the whole team of helpers in heaven, create experiences for us to learn. And when we choose to surrender that will of ego, to take a deep breath, we begin to live, to operate, to function at a very different vibration. The angels define meditation as being centered with your higher self, with your heart, grounded in the earth. So a couple of tools that will really help is, one, we're going to work with the crown chakra energy that they call violet fire. You can call it violet singing light or just violet energy. It's the top color of the rainbow. So your crown chakra, that's a battery of spiritual energy, sits on the crown of your head. And it is filled with undiluted love. But the undiluted love happens to be at the frequency of forgiveness and transformation. And the way the energy works is that as soon as that violet fire touches fear or anxiety or distraction in our brain, it transforms it. And so by visualizing, if you can't visualize, it works just as well to hold the intention. I allow my soul to open my crown chakra, that battery, and pour violet fire straight into my brain. Now, if you want to make this a practice, then you visualize it. You are standing under a violet fire, beautiful violet rain shower, and that energy is filling your head. You can put a purple hat on your head. You can swim, just swim in a violet river. And as you do this, you breathe and you say, I forgive whatever needs to be forgiven. Because forgiveness really helps us to center that ego with our heart, with our mind, and with Mother Earth, to bring all of that into alignment. So violet fire is really awesome at how fast it works. And I have to say, in every class that the angels teach, they have us work with this energy. Now, part of violet fire is the root chakra energy. You see, the crown energy is made with the energy of 2 other chakras or batteries of spiritual energy. The will chakra, that brings in a beautiful sapphire cobalt blue, that's highest will, right? That helps the ego to surrender. But it also brings in the root chakra, ruby red. This is the energy. It's all undiluted love that comes in at the vibration, the frequency of physical safety and emotional security. So I want you to look at this. You're filling up, it comes from your soul, from your higher self. You're filling up with safety and security energetically. Well, remember, as above, so below, as within, so without. If we are bringing in safety and security into this human vessel, then we're going to have safety and security in our reality, and we're going to feel safe and secure. And then with the violet fire flowing into the brain or the mental body, it's going to calm. It's actually going to silence any kind of fearful thought or negative thought. All of that chatter that gets into our brains that makes us want to be a hamster on the wheel silences. Now, we may have to visualize or activate that energy throughout the day. So what Belinda does is I hold the intention when I get up that I'm going to stay in the violet fire river all day long. And if I notice I've lost that calm, that peacefulness, that clarity and loving center of being in a meditative, peaceful frame of mind, then I go, okay, I'm taking a deep breath, I'm surrendering, and I'm back in the violet fire river. And from my perspective, it's the only way to live, because I do meditate where you sit quietly and you open your mind and you listen. And we're going to do some of this in the Angels' upcoming webinar called Soul Communication. You can learn about that in a link underneath this video. Now, what I want to share with you is that when I do any kind of meditation, I can go to that center instantly. Why? Because my vibration is already centered and clear. That's what the angels taught me how to do over 30 years ago. And these tools really work. So we've taught you how to work with violet fire. And the other very simple tool is, but it's so essential, is to make sure you are grounded, meaning connected to Mother Earth, to Mother Earth's highest vibration. So we are traveling through schoolroom Earth. I made that look a little bit like an antelope. Sometimes we wish it could go that fast. Sometimes we want to slow it down. But schoolroom Earth, it's different vibrationally than when I say ground and root into the heart of Mother Earth or Archangel Gaia. You might think of this as the true earth that is always, always pure, undiluted love. This is the heart of our true mother, and we want to ground there. Why do we want to ground there? Well, because it helps us to receive. Why do the angels want us to meditate? Why do they want us to live in a meditative state of mind? It helps us to receive from Source. What do we want to receive? We want to receive abundance, happiness, good health, hopefulness, peacefulness, because as we do this for self, we help the vibration of all of schoolroom Earth to change. So a very easy way to ground into the heart of Mother Earth, again, is with intention. These tools do not have to be complicated or take a lot of time. You look at your feet and you say, okay, feet, you get to be roots and I'm the tree. So it helps to think sometimes like a little child. So you turn yourself into a tree with your intention and you imagine, or again with your intention, you send those feet down like deep, deep roots tunneling through the earth, the layers of crust, until you come to Archangel's beautiful emerald green heart. It's vast. And you put your feet there and you allow that emerald green, beautiful energy to flow up, and it meets your own heart chakra, which is emerald. And then you let it keep on flowing. It's going to meet that violet fire that is flowing into you, and it's going to get you grounded. That makes it easier for the violet fire to flow, for the Divine Mother's root chakra energy to fill you with safety and security. So those are the two tools. Violet fire flowing into your brain. It cancels fearful thoughts, negative thoughts. It helps you to be silent. And then your root, or you can root and ground before you turn on the violet fire. What I say is it doesn't matter. You just want to do both steps. And if you already feel grounded and you've gotten that confirmation from your intuition, then you can skip that step. But as you bring Gaia's energy in and up, and that violet fire that's full of forgiveness and transformation, and you breathe, that opens your ears so that you can hear. And I'm talking about your inner ear, your inner knowing. But what can be absolutely beautiful is to hold the intention that you want to be in the silence, even if it's for a few moments, just being in the flow of love, incredible love that is really totally a part of you, and you are a part of that love. Once you practice this and it becomes second nature, you're going to find that your intuitive knowing flows much easier. Now, we're going to learn about how to tap into that soul communication, the intuitive flow, so that you can feel when that, well, what you're hearing from your intuitive truth, that you know that it's the truth. You can discern if there's any fear or negativity that has snuck in there. Because the 12 Archangel way is you want to make sure your radio receiver is on the right channel so that what you receive is clear and trustworthy. Again, we would love for you to join us for this webinar called Soul Communication and learn. That's what we're here to do. Learn, because this kind of learning helps us to receive. And one more thing that I want to do in this short little episode or show is to give you one more tool. So the angels, this is their latest book, right? Angel Abundance. They had me channel this, and it was quite a lot of work. But a wonderful thing that you can do if you feel out of your center and you're having trouble connecting, you're having trouble meditating, maybe there's just a lot of anxiety, I'm going to tell you that that's when you really want to swim in that violet fire river. But what you can always do is, and you may not need reading glasses like I do, but you take Angel Abundance or their other book, Lessons from the 12 Archangels, and you say, okay, angels, what message do you have for me? That's going to help me to open and to receive and to trust. So what I open to is, I'm going to read where my eyes hit the page. The ego may want to measure the growth and success of all creative projects, which can make you feel like you are caught in a nettle bush. So for the purposes of this, that's all I'm going to read. But that's exactly what the ego can do, is it can make us feel when it's all anxious, and especially if we are worried about our success or something we're working on, it can make us feel like a bunny caught in a nettle bush. It's one of the angel's favorite lines here, with a coyote looking at us. Surrender the will of your ego. That's what I do all day long. And even though I've done this for 30 plus years, I still do this because it's a wonderful tool. You see, we are all a part of the one human collective. And so even if Belinda, if I'm centered, if I'm out with people or communicating with people, then my ego can get pulled into that nettle bush, into negativity, into worry, into fear of the future. All I need to do, all you need to do, take that deep breath, surrender, get back under that violet fire rain shower or go in the violet fire river. Make sure you're rooted, grounded in Gaia's heart, and return to that heart place, that centered place. You can still do all the work you need to do. You can cook, you can clean, you can do your day job, whatever that may be. But you're going to do that with far less stress, which is so much better and loving for your human body. So to sit and meditate, to have a formal practice of 20 minutes or a half an hour, some people like to have an altar, that's beautiful. The 12 archangels are encouraging you to hear, to be in a meditative state, a place of calm and love is where you want to live. It's where you want to be all day long. So we hope you've enjoyed Ascending into Freedom with the 12 Archangels of the Central Sun. To learn more about Belinda Womack and Angel Abundance, then please visit Belinda Womack School of Spiritual Evolution.com. You can find the link below this video. So until next time, much love and peacefulness. Stay grounded, safe, secure, and in your heart. It's the only way to live, especially now. Blessings and always love.